Yeah, so I thought I would do a Facebook Live, but apparently my network connection stinks where I'm at. But anyways, it's really nice. This today, I usually make excuses, or at least I historically would make excuses to not miss work. And it's funny, and I think I'm a pretty good testament to living that life where I dedicated so much of my effort and energy into the corporate world that I didn't realize how much damage I was actually doing to not only myself but my family. And this morning, my son asked me to come to his last school field trip, and it wasn't anything big. It was actually by this park that's close to his school. And so I said, yeah, sure, I'll stop by. And what they're doing is basically having lunch, at the park and playing on the playground and so forth. And I didn't think much about it until they were getting ready to pack back up and come back to the school, when I realized, man, there used to be a day where I didn't make time for this. I didn't do it, and it reminded me when I was sitting there how important these moments are, because I couldn't be more proud to be a mom. I love my children more than anything in this world, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. And I think, after having a stroke a few years ago, it reminded me how important and how valuable life really is. So I just wanted to remind everybody, if you haven't today, and if you have children or if you have a loved one close to you that you haven't said I love you to, and you haven't held, do that. Because today, even though it was just having lunch with my son at a park, I think I said I love you about 20 times. And even on the walk back to the school, which I left my truck, I've got to go get my truck because my son's like, Mom, walk me back to school. And instead of making an excuse like I had to go into the office or I had work to do, for the first time in a long, long time, I was able to just say, sure, bud, I will walk with you. And he's like, good, you can get your steps in. So he's reminding me to be healthy, but at the same time, I'm giving him what he needs, and that's his mom. And I'm just really grateful for moments like this. And I used to take them for granted, and I'm so glad that I don't anymore. Because you know what? Yep, it's middle of the day on a Thursday, and I'm supposed to be at the office, but I'm not. I'm giving my time to my son. And there used to be that time when I would be so concerned and so worried about missing work. And for what? For what? It's not worth the time I was losing. And so even though I can't regain the time I've lost, I sure as heck can try. And so this morning, whether it's sitting with my son and eating lunch, playing on the playground with him, or walking him back to school, even though I've got to walk back to the truck now, was the most valuable time I think I could have spent or made this morning. So if you don't make time to do these things, do it. I don't care if your kids are young like mine, 6 and 4, if you have teenagers, or even if you have adult children. Stop making excuses. Pick up the phone, call them, tell them you love them. Be there for them when they need you, because life is so short. And I know this because I've lost a few really dear friends in the last few months, and they didn't get to say goodbye to their children. They didn't get to hug them again and say the things that I'm getting to say to mine today. So take the opportunity and do it. Show your love and give them all that you've got for as long as you've got, because God knows there's going to be that time when you're not going to be able to. Peace. God bless. Take care.